Hey, it's Antti. Today I'm gonna talk about one of my most important marketing strategy. Contact and help a guy who has a cool beard. I will explain what that means. So the spring is in a way it's finally here. So it's rather decently warm, 15 degrees, but as you can see, we have quite a bit of snow still. Actually, this place is where people go to swim. I can show you there's a water, like an air pump that keeps this open. I really don't like cold. So let's get back to the story. As I said, I have my own marketing strategy and it's called Contact and Help a Guy Who Has a Cool Beard. I have to go to the year 2014 when the whole family moved to Cardiff, Wales. I didn't know anyone in that city and nobody knew me. And I had roughly a year to make some kind of a dent in that city and try to find some kind of work. For that whole year I set up a couple of goals, and one of my main goals were I was trying to get to work with BBC. So not just to make coffee or something like that, but my main goal was to try to get to the TV or at least or even a movie industry in BBC, and I would love to do their movie posters. You know that I love movie posters and movie related stuff, so I will try to get myself to inside of BBC and work with them. Of course, crazy idea, thousands of people would like to work with BBC and even like make coffee for them, but I just wanted to get in and do movie posters. In a way, that goal in my mind, I started to gather my networks and trying to figure out how I really tried to get inside of BBC. I sent them email, I tried to call them to the reception and try to contact the right people. I even went to the reception with my portfolio in my hand, but they kindly removed from the lobby and said that please call or please send email. So really fast I could already see that the door is basically shut. I'm not able to get into BBC and do much of any work with them, not even for free, because thousands and thousands of people would like to work with the BBC and even to make coffee. So I finally managed to get into BBC, but I need to explain you how everything happened. So bear with me, I have a story to tell. So let's go for a walk. I can tell this story because I started to do this network map. Because you're in a situation, you are in ground zero. Nobody knows you and you don't know anyone. So that's a perfect situation to start building your kind of a network map. I made this chart and there was only my name on that chart. And I decided that every time I meet someone, I will put a link from my name to that person. And if I manage to meet someone because of that person, that will be linked to his name, and you know, I will see a pattern forming that where who is responsible of meeting. So then my network map looked at the first days like this. So it was only me. And after 1 year, my network map looked like this. To tell these stories, only thing that I need to do is to backtrack those paths and just try to remember why certain thing happened. In the early stages of me being in Cardiff, I started to see that most of my work came actually from different kind of random events and random situations where I met or help people. Because of that network map, I can also explain how I managed to get into the BBC. Because I can clearly see the path, so I can just only check out the first link. Who was the bottleneck? Why this happened? If I look at my network map, it will show one name. The first connection me to get to the BBC was a guy called Rahim Mustafa. I was already basically given up the hope that I would never get into BBC. So I was trying to look for other stuff and trying to do my own projects and sharing what I know with people and trying to find kind of a random jobs there and there. But yes, that's it. I was already given up hope of me getting to BBC. So one day I decided to make my own portfolio to this website called Purpleport. And Purpleport is a forum, like a website where you can make your own portfolio and try to find people that share your common interest. There are models, hair, makeup artists, photographers, and they are trying to find collaboration projects to do together. And when you register there, you start to receive emails or like messages that this person is looking for a photographer, this person is looking for a hair and makeup stylist for this particular projects. And usually they are like time for photos, TFP projects that everyone is contributing their own time for these. So I made my own portfolio there, and when you do, I started to get emails from that area. People are looking for certain kind of collaboration projects. And one morning I saw a message there that said, I have this beard, I'm gonna cut it out in a couple of weeks. If someone wants to take a picture of my beard, please contact. And I was thinking I didn't have much of a do on that week, so I thought that, hey, beards are cool. There's a lot of beard pictures in Instagram where there's flowers and stuff like that. So I was thinking that I will do one cool hipster beard dude in my portfolio, and so I contacted this guy. So his name was Rahim Mustafa. I said that, yeah, I can take your picture, and why shouldn't we meet over coffee? So we met over coffee. Rahim happened to live 700 meters away from me. I think it was already next day we met over coffee. And of course I show my work, and Rahim are really impressed of my work. And he says that he's a kind of a freelance photographer too, but his niche was doing more or less like a fitness shots, physiques and gym shots. And I could clearly see from his work that he would need some help on the lighting and maybe retouching. So I was thinking that I can fast track his skills to another level quite fast. So I'm volunteering to help him. He likes my work, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna take your picture too. So it was already a beneficial thing. But then we started talking that if you're a freelance photographer, what you do for a living. So he says that he's a video editor at BBC. At the moment he was editing behind the scenes stuff for Doctor Who TV series. And I was like, yeah, I've been trying to get into BBC for many months now, and the door is shut. I would like to do some movie posters or anything TV related for them. And he says, hey, well, I basically know everyone there. Maybe I can kind of help you out with that. So in a way, the positive karma came back to me. I was already volunteered to help him out, take his picture, fast track him with the retouching, and he pays me by sending a couple of text messages. The first one goes to Edward Russell, who is a brand manager of Doctor Who by the time. The other one goes to Danny Hargraves. He's a CEO of Real SFX, making all those special effects for Sherlock and other movies and TV series, and also for Doctor Who. So, and I had to check the timeline, but because a week from that coffee moment, I was inside of BBC in a cafeteria, handing my portfolio in the hands of brand manager of Doctor Who. And I was able to get work in the TV series. I can post the pictures here also, what pictures I did. The most important thing of my whole Welsh trip was that I started to do this network map that tells these stories how my work came. So the more I'm trying to read that network map, I'm seeing that every single bigger job came from random acts of kindness. Not necessarily straight from that person, but because I helped someone along the path knew about it, and kind of it came back to me. And this is not the only story that the network map shows me. I was managed to meet this amazing guy, Jamie Bowles, and I work with the Jaguar and Under Armour with him. I made some steampunk stuff and they went viral. And all these are embedded in my network map, that I can see that I did something for someone and it just opened up a door of amazingness. Whoa! What? Cool sound. See you on the other side. As a conclusion, I have to say that my marketing strategy, contact and help a guy who has a cool beard, has been embedded in me. I've always been helping people, but all these stories that my visual network map shows me gave me confidence to continue sharing and caring of people as much as I just can. So if anyone have a question or anything finds me from Facebook, I can always find time to answer. I've been trying to paddle to the other direction and trying to help everyone that just have a question, and that has taken me a long way. I really hope that this small video inspires you guys over there to understand that this industry is basically about people. You don't know who the other person is. You don't know necessarily who he knows, what his history. So by helping these people and not judging them by looks or how you perceive them, by helping them, one of these guys could be your cool bearded guy that opens up this opportunity to your work to be seen in the places that you would like them to be seen. But I assure you that when you start helping people and sharing what you know, you will find your bearded guy, and a cool one that will help you on the way. Now it's your time to go and contact a guy with a cool beard. I really hope that this video inspires you and you can see the benefit of not holding back all the techniques and talents you have to yourself. Share, and it might open up some cool things. And doing this kind of network map that I did explains you also why certain things happened. Without that network map, I would have just accepted that these kind of work happened to come on my way. But now I can backtrack to the first contact, and for me to get to the BBC, Rahim, Sugarbox Studios, you're the one, you know the story. I'm really happy to know you as a friend. Everything that happened after we met has been pretty amazing. So even one guy can be your bearded guy. Just keep on spreading your knowledge, be happy, share and care. So there's my home, there's some renovation still going on, but hopefully this video inspired you guys. Write, comment what you thought about my video with a thumbs up if you liked and if you get inspired by this. Share, especially share, everyone needs to hear this. As always, I'll be seeing you on my next video. Cheers.